Hey everyone, welcome back. We are now prototyping some of our flows. I'm working on the onboarding and registration. You can keep my prototypes and my links, or you can start working on your own and experimenting with some of the things you've learned throughout prototyping with this course. So let's jump in. So right now what I have set up is I have this onboarding flow over here where you come to this screen and you click and you go through it. And we've already set up similar flows like this. You can skip and you can exit. So next step for us is to incorporate this registration flow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring it right here. And I'm going to actually make a copy of this home screen just so maybe we land on that. So if you possibly exit, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to link this exit right to there, and we'll just do like a push, no smart animate. So let's see what that looks like. So if I exit, now we're on this screen. So that looks really nice. Now let's go back. Okay, and now we're on this screen. I think the next step is just to start linking some of these things over here. I am actually just going to smart animate everything instead of pushing. Let's see. And we'll keep it really, really tight. So that looks good. Okay. We can just do a full-on push, no smart animate. So once I'm at the end of this flow, boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're in here. And then perfect. So we got that going. And I think over here, what we're going to do, at least what I want to do here is I just want to, make all these different in their name. So I'm just going to call them question. Perfect. Okay. So that's looking good. And now we're just going to, I'm not going to prototype just the whole uploading photo flow because that could be extensive as well. So what we're just going to do is we're going to just go from section to section and prototype that. And there we go. I think over here you can skip this. Maybe it will not allow you to skip that. Or we can just hide it. Let's hide that right now. I'm just gonna use the opacity there. I'm gonna use the opacity here. Right there. So we have continue, continue. Perfect. And over here, what I'm going to do is I am just going to make sure that we have horizontal scrolling on that. And this is the last screen. And there we go. So push. Perfect. Okay, so let's begin. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we have these shifting. So these are clickable, which looks good. These aren't clickable yet, but so this is looking good too. And then we have this. These are clickable, love it. And then we are in. So now we have our nice prototype over here. So that all looks really nice. And I think that's it for our registration flow. Now we can actually go into our assets and go into our buttons. And what we can do is we can do something like this. I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to drag these. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new property. But first, before I do that, I am actually going to do just like an 80% fill. So I have a 90%. Okay, let's just do 90 because I think that's fine. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select this. And then I am going to go to my properties. I'm going to create a new variant and I'm going to call this state. So I created that property. So I'm going to select all the top. These are all the, actually all the bottom. So let's select all the bottom. And for the state, I'm going to call this active, like your clicked state. So now I'm just going to click on these. So on the click, I'm going to make sure that it swaps and smart animate. So it's going to be a quick swap, like 150 milliseconds. So every time I click one of these buttons, it's going to give me a little teeny animation. And here, what I'm going to do is, like after delay, we're going to go back. So we're just going to set that up really quickly. So this just ensures that every time we're using these buttons now, we are constantly having these nice little interactions. Which is neat because now we don't have to worry about prototyping a bunch of different flows to show like button interactions and stuff like that. We will just always have them. Perfect. And the last one, here we go. Boom. Oops, there we go. Perfect. So let's see how that looks. So things are looking very slight and perfect. I'm just going to publish these all. So now we're publishing that library. If you have a free account, you won't be able to do that. Let's see what it looks like when we jump in here and grab one of our buttons. And we make a flow of our own from the button. Perfect. So we should have it right there. So very faint, but now we're always going to have that. Okay, so that's it for our registration flow. And now we have some interactive buttons as well. And we are going to move on to our next flow.